Hello, Virgo. Welcome. Hope everyone is doing well. Today we are doing your January monthly reading. So let's get started with your oracles. These are the Sacred Woundings oracles messages for Virgo for the month of January. Have the wound of the distant witness, watching life instead of living it. This wound arises when disconnection becomes a form of protection. Whether through trauma, overwhelm, or self doubt, you learn to observe rather than engage. It can leave you feeling detached, emotionally numb, or haunted by the sense that life is passing you by while you remain on the edges. On the bottom is the wound of the invisible one. I'm not going to read that though. All right, let's get graffiti cards. We're going to get 3 of these. Messages for Virgo for the month of January. A side hustle, taking initiative to fulfill passions or financial goals, carving out your own path, autonomy, and reinvention. Anti-fragile or anti-fragile, grow stronger after chaos, alchemy of adversity, adaptation as power. Nope. I don't know why I can't read right now. Adaptation as power, soul muscle, and strength. Sucking his D, literally and figuratively, sucking up in order to get a seat at the table, aligning by selling their soul. And on the bottom is main character, stepping into your power, pressure and spotlight, seen and heard. You shape the narrative you can't hide. I have no clue what's going on here. This does feel like taking control of a situation or taking a bad situation and making a positive out of it somehow. Let's get some more here. So let's get the love situations. We're going to get 3 of these for more context. Messages for Virgo. Have new love. There's someone better, a new love interest, letting go of the exes. Dating, ready to start dating, meeting new love interests, getting over someone. So that makes twice right here that it says a new love interest. And secretly stalking, curious about you, not over you, checking social media. And on the bottom is wish come true, wish fulfillment, all that you ever wanted, dream girl, boy. These other oracles are still giving me like the taking control of a situation. Someone's taking control of a situation. This is looking more to me like new love, and either an ex is spying on someone who started dating someone, or there's a new love interest who's like looking into someone, or someone's looking into a new love interest. I don't know. This really isn't flowing together that easily. Let's go ahead and get started with the tarot. I'm going to start the overall energy. Overall energy for Virgo for the month of January. I have the Ace of Wands. See, that's like a new love situation. 3 of Cups. Yeah, dating. And the Knight of Wands in reverse. Chariot in reverse. That's either not taking action or player energy. Ace of Wands, Three of Cups, Knight of Wands in reverse. Knight of Wands in reverse, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. King of Pentacles in reverse. That's not good. Two of Wands, which that could be Virgo's energy. Two of Wands in reverse. The Empress in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Wands in reverse. The Empress in reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This looks like it has something to do with an ex. Magician in reverse. It looks like there's something that's already ended here. Once again, this could be an ex that's not happy that someone has started dating other people. Because this is definitely showing a relationship that didn't work out. But there's an indication of something new here. This could be a situation where someone tried to work things out with their ex and it didn't work out, and now they're dating someone new. I just get the feeling that an ex is not happy that someone is dating. Tell me about the overall energy for Virgo. Mature woman. Yeah, see, starting something new. King of Pentacles in reverse. It's husband, father energy. It's also a lack of stability or commitment. This could be showing up as Virgo, not working hard towards something or something not working. It's like we tried to start again, but it didn't work out. Stork, a new beginning, child, or pregnancy. Yeah, making a choice to end the relationship and start dating. Yeah, to me, this is like someone got a divorce, or if this was a long-term relationship, someone decided to end that and has started dating. Now, I don't necessarily mean that someone immediately started dating. They could have, but yeah. The house. This is a little home, family, stability, security. The way it's showing up is like just there's no more expansion or growth in regards to the relationship that is ended. It looks to me like someone decided to not take action towards the old relationship. And what I feel like the indication here is that person is not happy about that. I feel like they're not happy because this person is dating. So let's go to the first half of January for Virgo. I have the Page of Coin in reverse, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, the High Priestess, Pisces energy, Three of Swords in reverse. This could also be a situation where one person is wanting to heal things and the other does not. Someone hasn't learned something here or is not aware of something in regards to needing to use their intuition in regards to healing. It's like, it almost looks like this is saying someone isn't getting the picture. Like the other person could be giving subtle clues that they don't want to reconcile or that they've moved on. The other person just isn't picking up what they're throwing down. Page of coin in reverse. High priestess. Three of swords in reverse. The chariot. Yeah. Justice in reverse. Page of wands. I feel like the person who doesn't want to reconcile with the ex, the past person, is giving like clues, but they're not being direct. They're trying, someone's not seeing that someone has moved on. So the person who's dating wanted out of this relationship, but I don't feel like they were being very direct or clear about that. I don't feel like someone was necessarily stringing someone along. I feel like they were trying to kind of let them figure it out themselves. But the thing is they're not figuring it out themselves. The chariot, justice in reverse, page of wands. So at this point, I'm just already going to say, if you're know that you don't want to be with someone and they're still trying to reconcile, it's probably best just to be clear, direct, and to the point. Because then if you don't, then it becomes this situation where they still think they have a chance. So as long as they think they still have a chance, they're going to keep on keeping on. And I don't think that's what someone wants here. I think someone's ready to move forward, move on. Yeah. Nine of Cups in reverse, Seven of Pentacles. It's like oh my goodness, Ace of Swords in reverse. It's like someone here's still trying and there's no point in it. I don't think someone here is intentionally trying to lead the other on, but they're being led on. And if it's not that, then they're just someone here's not being firm with this person or being clear. And I keep hearing clear and direct. Someone needs to be clear and direct with this person, whether they're aware of the situation or not. If the other does not want to be in a relationship with them, they need to make it clear. That way, there's no questions. There's no doubts about the situation. Tell me about the first half of January for Virgo. Mask, yeah. I don't think someone is intentionally leading someone on here, but if that is the case, because it's saying someone here is wearing a mask. If that is the case, that's not ideal. Someone here is either the one who's trying to reconcile is in denial. They're wearing a mask, pretending like they don't see that the other doesn't want them, or the one who is wanting the relationship to end is not being clear with the other. Concern. See, it's like someone here is waiting. It's saying they should be using their intuition, but someone's waiting or looking back, not letting go of the past. And once again, it's one or the other. Either someone doesn't want to let go of someone who has already moved on, or someone has moved on and is not making it clear to the other person that they have. Either way, so there's some sort of limbo happening here. And it feels to me like it's unnecessary limbo. The well, that's looking at something more deeply. Yeah, see, there's a lack of clarity here. There needs to be communication in order for there to be healing. This feels a little toxic to me. This feels to me like someone here is toying with the other person, or these two could be toying with each other. But either way, there needs to be some sort of finality here, some sort of stamp of finality. Tell me about the second half of January for Virgo. Magician in reverse, Virgo, Gemini energy. Two cups in reverse. Yep. Breakup. And the Emperor, Aries energy. See, it's saying someone needs to take control of the situation. I think that's the problem here. There's like, in regards to this breakup, there are very blurred lines. And why that is, I'm not certain. For one side, I know it's because they don't want the relationship to end. But there's also one person here who is definitely certain that they want the relationship to end. They're ready to move on, but there's still blurred lines here. To me, it feels like that person doesn't want to hurt the other's feelings, or they're trying to let them down gently, but that's just not working. That's still giving the other person hope. And if you've made your mind up, there's no point in trying to lead this person on with any hope. So even if it doesn't feel good, you need to be clear and direct with this person to let them know where they stand. Magician in reverse, Two of Cups in reverse, the Emperor. Yeah. One way to be clear and direct is to no longer answer these calls, no longer answer these texts. It's saying to not offer, not be supportive of what this person is doing, or not offer love if you don't want to offer it to this person. Yeah, don't take the offer. Someone's still trying to be nice with this person, is what I feel like is going on here. Yeah. Needing to take, if you're not wanting to come out of separation, you need to take a leadership role. I don't think someone wants to be the bad guy here. I think someone's trying to let someone down gently, and it's just not working. Knight of Cups in reverse, Four Cups in reverse, Four of Swords in reverse. I need to take the Fool and the Three of Pentacles. So we have the Fool, the Three of Pentacles, and Nine of Swords. It's just indicating this needs to come to an end. Whatever the one is doing who is ready to move on, they're leaving the other in limbo, whether they realize it or not. Um, it's like they're waiting and they're worrying. There's not a clear, for this person, there's not a clear answer of where the relationship is headed. Oh my goodness. Tell me about the second half of January for Virgo. Sudden wealth. Yeah, this is saying if you're wanting to start something new, if you're the one who's wanting to move on, it's saying don't take action to support whatever's going on with this past person. It's saying that is in your best interest. Romantic man, I'm telling you, Whether someone is doing it or not, they are stringing someone along. And as long as this person thinks there is the slightest bit of hope, they are going to continue. So the indication here is if you want to move forward, if you want to end things with this person, then you're going to have to do the hard thing. You're going to have to tell this person it's over. I don't necessarily think this person is just, I don't think this person is pushing. This person is waiting. So that indicates to me that the one who is trying to move on is not doing something here. They're not saying something, they're not doing something. There is a lack of clarity. There is a lack of directness. There is a lack of firmness. The whoever is wanting to move on has not made it clear to this person that it's over. So that's what needs to happen here. And then we have wealthy man. That can be a literal wealthy man. It's also husband, father energy. I feel like this person who's wanting another chance was either married to the other or in a long-term relationship. Okay, so tell me about the outcome for Virgo. The Star, Aquarius energy, the Eight of Swords, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. I'm not saying this is what's happening, but if this is a situation where someone is keeping this person on the back burner, that's not fair to this person. Um, if you have something going on now where you're doing something differently other than focusing on this relationship with this person, then you need to let this person go. It is not fair to the one who's waiting to keep them on the back burner as like a backup plan. And I'm not saying that's what's happening here, but it could be. So the Star, the Eight of Swords, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. See, this is saying someone is wanting to heal things. They're trapped in their thoughts whether there'll be reconciliation. The Star, Eight of Swords, Ace of Cups in reverse. Four of Pentacles. This could also be a situation where the one who's wanting to move on is still trying to figure things out. And that's all fine and good, but don't leave the other person thinking there's a chance while you're just trying to figure your stuff out. Four of Pentacles, the Hanged Man in reverse, and the Eight of Wands. Oh my goodness. The reason this is getting me so riled up is because the way the energy feels, and I don't think someone is necessarily intentionally doing this, but it feels like someone is trying to sort of hold on to someone for their best interest. And once again, that is not fair to the person who's waiting. This is talking about withholding. Someone is withholding a decision or withholding some sort of finality because they think there could be a possibility of healing. But what this is telling me is someone is like, I want to move on. But on the other side of that, they're thinking, but if this doesn't work good for me, then I can go back to this person. I feel like someone here may have the other on a back burner. Four Pentacles, Hanged Man in reverse, Eight of Wands. Do I need to keep the Queen of Cups in reverse? I have the Queen of Cups in reverse, the World, and the Seven of Wands. See, it's, oh my goodness. It's like someone is holding back here in regards to in regards to a reconciliation, or whether they're not going to reconcile. So the more I see this, the more it seems like someone is keeping someone on the back burner, or someone is stringing someone along, and they're like, if this dating thing doesn't work out for me, then I have this person here waiting in the wings. And that's not fair to the one who's waiting, because they think there's hope. And someone here, this person may come back around. They may see that the grass isn't greener, and they come back around this person, but then they may also drop them like a hot sack of potatoes. This person deserves more than that, regardless of the situation. It's one of those situations. Do unto others as you'd have them do to you. Would you want someone to do you this way, or whoever's dealing with this? Um, if you wouldn't want to be treated that way, then don't treat others that way. Tell me about the outcome for Virgo. The moon, that's illumination. Privileged lady, that's like the Nine of Pentacles. See, someone's trapped in their thoughts about ending a cycle. Oh my goodness. And the coffin. Yeah, an ending. Someone is blocking an ending. I'm telling you, someone is. It's like the relationship, these two aren't together, but that last thing that is required to end the relationship, someone is keeping that from happening. Let me see where this is centered from. Is this coming from the person who's moving on? Yeah. Or is this the energy of the one who is waiting? Yeah. So I'm right. And like I said, this could be a situation where someone's not really thinking about it from that angle, but what they're doing is, I feel like there could be a possibility here. Someone's thinking, I don't know what I want yet, but I'm going to date. And then if I don't like dating, then I'm going to go back to this person. But that's not fair, and that's not right. Um, I don't think someone's thinking about the fact of how unfair and not right that is. Okay. Tell me about the advice for Virgo. Temperance, Seven of Coin, Three of Wands in reverse. Don't string someone along, even if you still don't know what you want. Don't string this person along. Let them be free to live their life until you do figure things out. Then, if you decide you want to come back to that person, then revisit that situation. Yes, there's a possibility by then they may have found someone else, but that's the choice you made. Um, Not only that, but that's their right as a human to move on with their life if someone is choosing to move on with theirs. Oh my goodness. So, okay, the advice. Temperance, seven of. See, it's indicating that someone is waiting here. It's saying no longer, do not leave someone waiting. Do not make someone wait. In order to have balance, do not make someone wait. Temperance, Seven of Coin, Three of Wands in reverse. Temperance on Temperance. Yep. See, it's saying that this person is not seeing the results of the situation. That means the other person is keeping them hanging on. So the thing about this is if this person knew the answer, then they would have the choice to either continue hanging on or not. But see, they're not seeing the result of the situation. They're being left hanging is the problem here. Don't leave this person hanging. Yeah, the Lover's in reverse. Using logic over emotion. Don't keep this person waiting. Temperance, Two of Swords in reverse. The Lovers in reverse. Six of Wands in reverse. Six of Cups in reverse. Five of Cups, yeah. Someone needs to put an end to this for now in order to have balance. It's like the relationship, in regards to this phase of the relationship, it has not been successful. So therefore, there needs to be an end put to it. There needs to be an end, as if there's not going to be reconciliation, because right now someone is wanting to focus on new things. Someone is wanting to see if dating is for them. It's saying you will not have regret or disappointment if you use logic to not make someone wait. It seems to me like this would be the type of person who's doing this that likes to be in relationships. Like they don't like to have a time period where they're alone, or it's just like I said, apparently this person is wanting to try new things, but they're also considering going back to the other person. So tell me about the advice. At the end of the day, it's like I said, you have to ask yourself the question, would you want to be treated this way? Would you want to be done the way that someone else is being done in being put on the back burner? So yeah, the magnifying glass, looking at something more closely. Community, this is about the people around you. And the park or the garden. This is a social gathering or something being out in the open. The advice is saying that this, until someone figures their stuff out, this relationship needs to end. Someone should not be left waiting while the other is going off and experiencing something completely different. It's saying you can revisit this, but at this point, this phase of this relationship has ended. So therefore there needs to be an ending to it. Oh my goodness, this was frustrating. All right, closing messages, which I'm not. You could be the one that's being left hanging. You could be the one that's dating new people and keeping someone on the back burner. Just take it how it resonates. But the thing about it is, here is someone is, whether they realize it or not, leaving someone hanging because in their mind they're thinking, well, if this doesn't work out, I can always go back to this, as long as I keep them just hanging enough to be available when I need them. It's just not right. It's just not right. It's not fair to the other person. All right, closing messages for Virgo for the month of January. Says, I deserve kindness, especially from myself. I will treat myself with the same love and kindness I offer to others because I'm worthy of that care too. It's exactly like I was talking about, the treat others how you'd want to be treated. On the bottom, it says, I deserve to take up space. I refuse to shrink into a tiny version of myself for anyone. My voice echoes, my presence shines, and my dreams explode like fireworks. All right, let's get the Spirit Animal Oracle messages for Virgo for the month of January. You have the Mouse Spirit, tend to the small things. And on the bottom is Peacock Spirit, let it shine. So let's see what Mouse Spirit says. Number 40. Says the humble mouse pays attention to the smallest details, and Mouse Spirit calls on you to notice the nuances and the fine print at this time. In your eagerness to meet your goals and pursue your dreams, it is easy to forget the importance of clear communication and tending to the little things, including people's subtle signs that they are unhappy, as well as a small voice inside of you that says, This doesn't feel right. Take your time to sniff out what you need to know. Is there some detail or nuance about how you engage others or operate in the world that is key to your success, but you've readily dismissed as nothing big or nothing special? Mouse Spirit reminds you that what seems small may be more important and powerful than you think, so look again. Do not underestimate yourself or your potential for co creating something amazing when you pay attention to the details. All right, Virgo, that is what I have for you. If you enjoyed the reading or if it resonated, please hit the like button, subscribe if you like, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.